Hello everyone. At the outset, my name is Arun Dhir. Actually, I'm a gastrointestinal surgeon at Monash Medical Center. And I've been coming to this yoga meeting for a few years now. And I'm really impressed to see the numbers of the crowds are progressively increasing. I want to congratulate Rajendra, Sumana and his team for the amazing work that they're doing. Hello. It's really glad to see the awareness that is increasing in the society about yoga and its relevance in our modern society. Now, friends, as a surgeon, as a medical practitioner, I want to just share some of my experiences with you. I'm not here to the audience here is already well aware of the relevance of yoga and the practice of mindfulness. But I want to just share some of the realizations that we all have from time to time that actually convince us in this practice. We are all familiar with Facebook, okay? Mark Zuckerberg, who's the founder of Facebook, actually, I read it somewhere that he wears the same clothes from Monday to Friday. Now, I found that very interesting, and some of us might find it very boring, that why do you have to wear the same clothes every day from Monday to Friday? You know, his philosophy is, there is one less decision that his brain has to make. Okay? Now, there is a term in medicine which is called decision fatigue. Our brain is constantly making decisions, or it has to make decisions. And we live in an information age where information is constantly being thrown at us. Whether it is emails, messages, WhatsApp, social media, you name it. And I'll give you a short example, a brief example. My 10-year-old son and I had to go to buy a pair of soccer shoes for him. Can you believe it, the amount of decision making that had to be made in order to actually pinpoint the exact pair of shoes that he wanted? And I read it somewhere that you need to make 80,000 decisions. Your brain has to make 80,000 decisions before we actually decide on something as simple as buying a pair of shoes. Friends, what I'm trying to get at is that all of this leads to increased work for your brain. That is what leads to stress. Now you might say that, oh, I'm not stressed, I'm going shopping. That is like retail therapy for many of us. But the fact is that your brain is subconsciously having to make these decisions, which leads to stress. Now, the practice of mindfulness is something that will help us deal with this ongoing stress, because this stress then starts to reflect in either medical diseases like high blood pressure, anxiety, depression, when we are not able to make the right decision or get the right outcomes. You've all probably heard about the stress response, which is called the fight or the flight response, which was essentially something that our bodies inherently have. Anytime we are in a stressful situation, it either leads to basically, either we have to fight whatever that situation is, that is a threat to our body or existence, or we flight, we run away, which is like trying to keep ourselves secure. Now this leads to increase in heart rate, increase in our respiratory rate, increase in our metabolism, so that there is more sugar that is available for our brains to process that information. But friends, there is an exact opposite response as well, which is called the relaxation response. You can actually choose to not react to a situation, but respond. And when you respond, you have given yourself the pause. You have actually thought about what is the most appropriate way to respond to that particular situation. Now, I read a very beautiful formula or a quotation, it's in a book that I was reading a few days ago that someone had given to me. It said E plus R is equal to O. Now, E stands for event, and R stands for response, and O stands for the outcome. Now, just think about it. Any event that may have taken place in your life, any event, whether it's a positive event or a negative event, the only way you can change the outcome that that event is going to have is to change the R. The R is in your control. You have a choice on that R, which is the response. Either you can respond positively and you can think about the situation. It could be as simple as your teenage kid maybe not listening to you, or something that's annoying you, or something, you were driving in the car and someone crossed you over. So E plus R is equal to O. So it's our response which is very important. And when you actually start to study how your thinking is, how you are responding to situations, that is what is called mindfulness. Being mindful is really living in the moment. Being mindful is really enjoying and actually relishing the moment in which we are alive. If we actually think about it, friends, we are alive in the moment that we are now. No one's seen the future, and the past is already gone. Now, just shifting some gears over here, friends, being a gastrointestinal surgeon and someone who deals with gut-related problems on a day-to-day basis, I want to just share something with you about the gut and how stress influences our gut. This gut is probably one of the most underrated organs in the body, and we think it only produces poo and makes fart. But can I say something, that the last 10 years have been an amazing discovery as far as this particular organ is concerned. It is 9 meters in length, and if you stretch it flat, completely flat, on a field, I should say, it will fill up the surface area of now 3 soccer fields. 3 soccer fields. So it is taking the stimuli, as in all the external sensory stimulus, is being spread out on that 9-meter surface. Okay, but what makes this organ most unique is the life that it has got. And when I say the life that it has got, I mean the gut bacteria, the bugs that live within us. Not all bugs are harmful, let me make it very clear. We have been brought up in this thinking that, oh, bugs are harmful, bugs give us all sorts of problems. But can I say something, that if the gut bacteria were not there, this human body would not exist. And that is a fact. Last decade has been an eye-opener on this field. So the gut microbiome, we have 100 trillion bacteria in our gut. 100 trillion, that is more than the number of cells that are there in this body. And these bacteria live in a very symbiotic, harmonious relationship with our body. They break down our food, they produce certain crucial vitamins, they do a function of cleansing, and they are extremely important in maintaining our health. Now, what has also been found out, friends, that these gut bacteria are influenced by the level of stress hormones that are being produced in the body. Higher the level of stress hormones, higher is the proportion of unhealthy bacteria. Higher is the proportion of unhealthy bacteria, more difficult it is for the body to digest food, higher is the risk of developing allergies and other immunological problems, and even cancers. That is what the modern research is pointing it out to. Just taking one condition, one gut condition that I deal with on a regular basis, if I can just highlight the relevance of that, and that is obesity. Friends, obesity in our society is becoming a problem. It is an epidemic. Obesity leads to diabetes, sleep apnea, and several other issues. Now, being a surgeon, I would like to think that surgery can fix everything. However, that is not true. Okay? Surgery is not for everyone. But what I can say with confidence is that the gut bacteria, or the gut microbiome as we call it, is extremely vital in helping an individual achieve their healthy weight. We've heard so many people who say, oh, I'm on a diet, but nothing's shifting. You know, I'm counting the calories. I think dieting is the worst way to lose weight, because you starve your body and then your body holds on to every calorie that it is eating. If you work on the gut bacteria by eating a healthy diet, and mind you, the only thing that the gut bacteria need is fiber, fiber, fiber. The gut microbial flora need the fiber the way it was packaged by nature, not by human beings. And that's what is very important. The other thing is stress. If I can leave you with this message today, that stress influences not only the quality of your gut bacteria, but also the kind of food choices you make. Have you ever experienced when you come back from a long day of hard work, you've had a stressful day at work, meetings, appointments, and whatever, you know, an argument with your boss or whatever it would be. When you come back home, do you feel like going for a salad? No, we always go for the calorie-dense foods like, you know, chocolate, or maybe I should treat myself to an ice cream today. So, stress influences, this is being researched and proven, that stress influences your food choices. That's why I always say to patients that don't go shopping to Coles or Woolworths when you are in a stressful mood, because you land up filling your trolley with all the unhealthy foods. Okay, so if I can leave you with this message that one, try and eat regularly. Now, eating regularly doesn't mean that you are having a muffin every 2 hours. No. The best way to lose weight is, and to stay healthy by the way, is to eat regularly. That means every couple of hours have a serve of fruit, have some yogurt, have something natural, which basically keeps your appetite hormones low and also does not get you into that starvation mode. That will do two things. It will help you have a good, healthy microbiome in your gut, and very importantly, prevent you from getting into an overstarved state. And friends, the last thing that I can say is that always look at what the foods that you are putting in your mouth, what is the level of human interference. There is this thing called as HI index. HI standing Human Interference Index. We need to consume foods the way nature provided it to us. And if you do that, and if you watch your stress, watch your response to the situations that are coming up, and they will come up in everyone's life, I can tell you this is the key to achieve lasting health. I thank you so much, friends, for your time, and I see the audience, and I feel so encouraged when I see everyone who's practicing yoga here with the yoga mats, that it is an awakening that Rajendra and his team are bringing about in the society, and I congratulate him once again. Thank you so much.